Once upon a time, in a big forest, a man walked on a twisty path with a heavy bag on his back. He wanted to find a special healer called a shaman, who could make people better with magic. The man heard that this shaman could heal any sickness, no matter how bad, and he really wanted to meet him. As he walked in the thick woods, the man thought about the shaman's special powers. He wondered how magic like that could be real, and what it would be like to see it himself. Each step he took brought him closer to maybe meeting this mystical healer. On the winding path, the man came upon a monk sitting peacefully under a tall tree, deeply thinking. The monk's calm face interested the man, and he felt like asking about the shaman. The man asked, "Hello, wise monk. I'm looking for the shaman who can heal any sickness with magic. Do you know where I can find him?" The monk slowly opened his eyes, looking kindly at the curious man. "Ah, the shaman you seek is not far," he said, his voice carrying much wisdom. "But I must warn you, there's a clever wolf in these woods. It is sly and clever, and you must be on your guard. Be careful, traveler." Thanking the monk, the man continued his journey, feeling both excited and nervous. The monk's words about the wolf stayed in his mind, making his adventure even more thrilling. After what felt like a long time of twists and turns, the man arrived at a clearing where the shaman lived. The shaman welcomed him warmly, his eyes shining with knowing. "I've heard about your quest," the shaman said, inviting the man to sit down. "But before I help with your sickness, I want to share the teachings of the wise Buddha with you." The man's curiosity grew. He had heard of the Buddha, a smart and peaceful teacher whose words brought understanding. With eagerness, he listened as the shaman talked about the Four Noble Truths and the Eightfold Path. "The Buddha taught us that suffering is a part of life," the shaman explained, his voice gentle yet profound. "But suffering arises from our desires and attachments. It is our clinging to things, our fears and anxieties, that lead us to suffering." The man listened intently, his heart open to the wisdom being shared. He felt a sense of resonance with these teachings, as if they were unlocking a hidden understanding within him. The shaman continued, "The path to liberation lies in letting go of our attachments and fears. When we release the heavy burdens we carry, we free ourselves from suffering and find true peace." The man sat quietly, thinking hard about the shaman's words. Suddenly, he heard a noise in the bushes that made his heart race. He quickly turned and saw the wolf coming out. Fear gripped him tight, and he gripped for his bag, ready to protect himself. But the shaman's calm voice stopped him. "Don't be scared," the shaman said calmly, looking at the wolf calmly. "The wolf just wants the food in your bag." The shaman swiftly threw the bag to the wolf, who eagerly grabbed it. As the wolf ate, the shaman turned to the man with a warm smile. "You see," the shaman said gently, "like the wise Buddha taught, fear can make things seem scarier than they are. It's when we hold on too tightly to what we think we need that we make ourselves suffer." The man sat in awe, feeling like a light bulb went off in his head. He realized that the wolf was never a real threat. It was his own fear that made it seem dangerous. "Fear is really strong," the shaman continued softly. "It can make us see danger even when there's none." The man nodded, understanding slowly sinking in. "The Buddha taught us that fear arises from our attachments and desires," the shaman continued. "When we cling too tightly to what we think we need, we create suffering for ourselves. But when we let go of these attachments, we free ourselves from fear and find true peace. Remember," the shaman said kindly, "fear is like a shadow. It follows us around. But what's important is the light inside us. Focus on that light of wisdom and kindness. It'll guide you, even when things seem dark." With a gentle pat on the man's shoulder, the shaman filled him with warmth and courage. As the wolf finished eating and disappeared into the forest, the man stood up. He felt lighter and braver, realizing that his fear was something he created inside himself. As the forest grew quiet once more, the man felt a profound sense of peace wash over him. He understood now the wisdom of the Buddha's teachings and the shaman's gentle guidance. With a heart full of gratitude, the man bid farewell to the shaman and the monk, setting off on his journey with a newfound lightness of being. The weight of his fears and anxieties had lifted, replaced by a deep sense of clarity and understanding. As he walked through the forest, he noticed the beauty of nature all around him. The gentle move of leaves in the air, the calming noise of flowing streams, and the vibrant colors of wildflowers. Each moment became a lesson in mindfulness as he learned to be fully present and aware of what was going on around him. With this newfound awareness came a profound sense of compassion. He found himself connecting with the forest creatures in ways he had never experienced before, greeting birds with a smile, offering a kind word to a squirrel, and even sharing a peaceful moment with a deer. Through his acts of kindness and understanding, he came to understand the interconnectedness of all living things. He realized that his own happiness was inseparably linked to the happiness of others, and that genuine joy came from selfless acts of compassion. As he continued his journey, he met other travelers. Some were lost in their own fears and concerns, while others carried burdens too heavy to bear alone. He offered an understanding ear, a soothing word, or a helping hand. In each interaction, he discovered a deeper connection to humanity, a shared experience of joy and suffering, fear and courage. And with each act of kindness, he felt his heart fill with love and understanding. He eventually came to the end of his journey, but it wasn't the end. It was a new beginning, a life filled with purpose and meaning, guided by the Buddha's teachings and the shaman's wisdom. He discovered peace within himself, a deep wellspring of joy that no external circumstance could shake. In this peace, he discovered a deep connection to the world around him, a sense of oneness with all living things. His days were filled with simple pleasures like watching the sunrise over the treetops, feeling the earth beneath his feet, and sharing laughter and stories with newfound friends. He lived every moment with gratitude, appreciating the beauty and wonder of life. And so, the man walked on, his heart overflowing with peace, happiness, and a deep connection to the world around him. With each step, he continued to embrace the teachings of the Buddha, spreading kindness and compassion wherever he went. And in this way, he found not only happiness for himself, but also became a beacon of light and love for all who crossed his path. Have you ever found yourself walking on a path of self-discovery and inner peace? Maybe you've embraced the teachings of mindfulness and compassion, or perhaps you've encountered challenges along the way. Whatever your journey has been, I'd love to hear about it. Share your experiences and even the struggles you've faced in the comments below. So, until next time, keep walking towards your dreams, embracing moments of happiness and wisdom along the way.